This is for Cancer and Aquarius. Welcome to an Aquarius experience. I'll be doing a connection spread for the highest good of the relationship for Aquarius and Cancer. I'll be pulling a card for the Aquarius's energy, their challenge, a card for Cancer, and then for their challenge, and then also a uniting force card. I have two other decks here that I will use to clarify or give some advice if I feel that is needed. Aquarius, you are currently in the state of celebration. This could be within yourself or this could be with others. There's lots of love here. There's lots of enjoying energies within the self and others. And overall, it's a beautiful card. Your challenge, we have the Fool. Your challenge is to kind of have a leap of faith wherever it is that you want to go. It's something to remark here, to say, to mention that you have birds, both kind of perched on branches. This one's kind of like a settled energy, and this one is about to take and have a leap of faith and try something new. So you might be finding it challenging to have that leap of faith, although you are in a good position to do so. It looks like you have a lot of grounding and supportive energies, lots of love to do so. For the Cancer, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords can represent some clarity, maybe a new perspective has come, or something has come in to change your perspective. And for whatever reason, you're feeling quite strong about this. It seems like it is everlasting, whatever this clarification is that has arisen. In your challenge is a reversed Emperor. Now, I went ahead and made sure that all of the cards are right facing, so that way I wouldn't get any reverse cards. Now, this one came to me in the reverse, so I'm going to go ahead and read it in the reverse. Because this is a challenge card, a challenge placement, it seems that the energy for the Emperor is something that you are having a hard time embracing and taking on that energy of the Emperor. The Emperor's role is to kind of conquer, but also conquer in fairness. It's not an overpowering energy. It's not a manipulative energy. Or, second thought, maybe the Cancer is having trouble not going into a manipulative energy. I think that's actually what that is. The Cancer, although they are having this newfound clarity on a situation or within themselves, they're still finding it hard not to tap into this manipulative energy. Because an Emperor in the reverse could suggest some domineering energy, controlling energy. So the Cancer is finding it hard not to tap into that control. For the uniting force, we have the reversed Eight of Cups. Again, another reverse card. When I went ahead and made sure there were no reverse cards. So this definitely wanted to show up in the reverse. In the upright position, an Eight of Cups suggests a walking away. But because it is the uniting force and it is in the reverse, it suggests to me that both parties are not walking away. One is taking a leap of faith on the relationship. Maybe a walking away energy was kind of hovering, maybe whispered, maybe thought of, maybe even talked about. However, both of these parties are not wanting to walk away. They are still holding on to this relationship. I had a card pop out earlier, and I will take as a overall energy. Overall, we have the Mother of Cups, which suggests to me that overall, this situation has a lot of love, a lot of passion. However, it is being withheld, and it could be withheld from each other. It could be withheld from others. It could even be withheld from themselves. So there could be a situation where either or both parties is having a really hard time with self-love. Recognizing self-love, identifying self-love, and maintaining self-love. Underlining, I want to go ahead and see what's under here. We have the Nine of Swords. So it looks like there was something that just recently happened that was pretty overwhelming and affected both of these parties in the same way, to the same degree of pain, overthinking, a pattern of negative thinking. And that is underlining this whole situation as to why there were thoughts of moving on and taking a loss. Want to go ahead and pull some cards for an immediate future. In the immediate future, what can we expect for this dynamic for the Aquarius and the Cancer? What can we expect for the Aquarius and Cancer? Okay. So completion of a cycle. 10 of Wands represents a completion of a really heavy, burdensome cycle where there was lots to be done, and now that has reached its completion. The doing. There was lots of doing that needed to occur and has occurred. And in the immediate future, there is some sort of completion of that cycle. I want to go ahead and pull some more. So any clarification on the immediate future? Any clarification for the immediate future? Oh, okay, lots of cards here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take them. Okay. A new beginning, seed has been planted. Mother of Pentacles, some stability. It could be financial, it could just be material. However, it's very nurturing and consistent. The 9 of Wands, that is followed by as far as clarification goes to the 10 of Wands, resembles there is a progression that is happening. So it went, going from the 9 to the 10. There are these steps involved in this relationship that had to and did occur, and the completion is now made. And there is some light at the end of the tunnel. You can see it, you can feel it, it's almost there. There is also another 9, which is the 9 of Pentacles, which is a card of self-fulfillment and stability. It could be wish fulfillment as well. Lots of pentacles here. So it could definitely have to do with stability, material, the 3D world, financial, some abundance. So there's lots of abundance here. The hurdles have been moved past. And it's all about taking this leap of faith for the Aquarius, and for the Cancer, it's all about staying away from that controlling energy. It looks like there might even be some lack of communication. However, the lack of communication could be for good reason. I'm not seeing any kind of time out. However, there is a lack of communication. Maybe it's just not rushing in. But the connection's still here. I'll go ahead and pull some advice card for the Aquarius. Advice for the Aquarius. I mean, other than this Fool being the challenge, I would think that that is advice enough to kind of have faith for a new beginning. Any advice for the Aquarius? The Daughter of Cups. The Daughter of Cups says to me that the Aquarius remain gentle, remain full of love, remain vulnerable, and excited about the next step. These do resemble each other in major ways. You see how these lines here on both cards, to me, represent some kind of oscillation between emotion and action. So let's keep it at a plateau, or let's keep it going. We have this card, which is subtle movement. They're swimming. And this card, which is taking a leap of faith. So there is movement here, but it's subtle, it's gentle, it's open to love. And if you can remain there, then there's going to be this wish fulfillment. For the Cancer, I will be getting some advice here for the Cancer going forth, and that just popped out. Okay, so Cancer, the Four of Wands suggests that we continue to focus on the prize. You can see how, I'm not sure if you see this, but I see this. I see how it's making kind of like a peephole into what could be, and whatever could be, if you can remain focused on the goal at hand. And for me, it's probably some stability here. If you can remain focused on that, on your goal, then maybe it would help with this reverse Emperor, this need for control. There are battles, and then there are wars. And that saying goes, choose your battles and win the wars. The war is this main goal here. So if the Cancer can find it in themselves, a way to not try to be so controlling over every aspect, every little battle. Not everything needs to be won to get to where it is that you want to go. If you can consider that and remain solid with your emotions and your love, then this new beginning and this stability, this nurturing stability, the end of the hurdle may be achieved. Okay, thank you.